Thank you very much. I know you guys are really busy, and I know it's a big deal for you to give up an hour or two of your day, especially on a Monday. So I do thank you for coming. Again, my name is Joelle Austin. I am the now new on-site sales rep for our newest project, Rosemont Woods at Providence. I don't know if any of you have had a chance to get out to Providence yet. Providence is actually a large, what we call a master plan development over in Davenport. It's very close to Watersong, which is Park Square's other resort community. But within Providence, you have multiple smaller communities inside the one giant project. The majority of it is residential, actually, but there are two communities inside of Rosemont that have been specially zoned for short-term rental, and Park Square is one of them. So we're very, very excited. It's a great new opportunity for your investor clients as well as your vacation home owners. Obviously, there's a lot of reasons why we chose Providence, but some of the major points, of course, it is a gated and guarded golf community. So there is an 18-hole Michael Dasher designed championship course inside of Providence, which is a great feature, especially when you're speaking to your investors and you're speaking to your second home owners, to be able to say that you're going to own inside of a gated golf community that also offers a lot of other resort features. Because I know sometimes when you're talking to people about what a resort is, when you're describing all resort features or resort amenities, there's really not that many communities in this area that can truly be defined as a resort. The big one, of course, is Reunion. Reunion is really a true resort community. But one of the things with Reunion is it's very expensive to be part of the club and to be part of the association in there. So one thing that I really, really like about Providence is you still have all of those resort style amenities, resort style pool with lounge chairs. There's actually two pools inside of Providence, and there's a little picture of one of them there. You've got two full-size tennis courts, fitness center, aquatic center, 24-hour manned gatehouse, and that's another really big deal for vacation homeowners, especially people who are not from here. I'm sure you get that question a lot about security. This is truly a 24-hour manned gatehouse, and they're very difficult to get in. I can tell you that from experience. They want to know everything about you before you come in. Another really nice feature about Providence is all of the sidewalks have been widened. So instead of just a community with sidewalks, they've actually converted the sidewalks into bicycling and jogging trails. So that's really nice. Oh. Okay, location. I don't know if you've had a chance to get out there, but it truly is a centrally located community. We're right at the corner of Ronald Reagan Parkway and 1792 in Davenport. So we're about 5 minutes from Watersong and also about 5 minutes from Solterra, if that helps you to kind of orientate yourself if you're familiar with that area. Like I said, Providence was actually built in 2005, and then of course when there was a little bit of a downturn in the market, things kind of slowed down, but now we're seeing a lot more development in this area. Actually, there's going to be a brand new Publix that's being built just for the Providence residences. As a matter of fact, Providence, by the time everything is said and done, Providence will have about 4,000 homes. Here's actually a picture of the entrance there. There's a full-scale restaurant and bar inside of the clubhouse, which is also another great feature. There's a picture there of the first hole. Again, it's a Michael Dasher designed course. So for the golf enthusiasts, usually people know who Michael Dasher is. He's actually a course designer. He doesn't play, but he just designs courses. And there's another picture of the pool there. Yeah. The clubhouse, the golf course, is the golf course open to the public? Yes, it's actually considered a semi-private course. So it is open to the public, but when you live inside of Providence, you have access to special privileges, discounted rates, things like that. So it is open to the public, which is nice because the Homeowners Association does not support the golf course. And we'll get to that in a minute. That's why the HOA is very, very low in Providence. So Park Square Homes, we are building, and I'm going to kind of jump around a little bit, and please feel free to ask questions. I want this to be more of like a round table discussion so we can, make sure all of your questions are answered. We are building 3 homes inside of Rosemont Woods, which is inside of Providence. The first one is a single story, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. The second one is a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 2-story. And then our largest one, the Rimini, which is a 5-bedroom, 4-bath. So what's something that's really nice about this project is it's going to be very simple. There's only 3 homes. There's no upgrades. There's no options. We've already upgraded the homes. We've included the tile throughout. We've included all the showers. All the bathrooms are full-scale showers with upgraded wall tile. You've got the deck is already extended. The countertops are granite. The 42-inch, have you guys seen the white cabinets that we put in the Crestview at Solterra? That's going to be the standard cabinet package for all of these homes. If it seems too good to be true, it must be Rosemont. Actually, my my sales manager actually made this PowerPoint presentation, and then I added some stuff to it, and this is like his new slogan. I think it's hilarious. But yes, so the smallest home, which is the 4-bedroom, 3-bath, starts at $329,900, and what it's going to include, of course, are barrel tile roofs on all the homes. This is actually the Rimini, which is the largest home that we're building with elevation B. Of course, heated pool, and this is not a gas community, it's an electric, it'll be an electric heater. And for that reason, we chose not to include the spas, and I'll go over that with you in a minute. Of course, all of your appliances, Whirlpool, the same thing that Park Square includes in all of our gated resort communities. Island kitchen. Every floor plan has an island except one. I believe it's the Rimini, the 5-bedroom. Of course, 42-inch cabinets, granite countertops, ceiling fans in all the bedrooms and family room are also included. And this is just a basic ceiling fan. There's no light package or anything like that. And of course, alarm system with a year of free monitoring. And also, and of course, a blind package. And also, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Park Square is now doing, for all of our resort communities, we're now doing a year of pool service included. Yes. So you can start telling your buyers that. For this opportunity, it's going to be a little bit different, but I'll get to that in a second. So the real reason why we're very excited about this opportunity, and the real reason why, of course, I wanted to come here today to make sure that all of you get the information, is because of the special opportunity that we have here with the Guaranteed Lease Back program. Basically, the way that this is going to work, and I know you're going to have a lot of questions, and I want to make sure that I answer them all, but if for whatever reason you're not able to get your question answered, you can always call me anytime and we can talk one-on-one. But basically what we're doing here is we're not partnering with the management company. We're working alongside the management company. The name of the management company is called Contempo. And Contempo, basically what happened was Contempo, at one time, they tried to be a builder. They tried to be a real estate broker. They tried to do all of these things. And what they found was that they're much better with the management side. They have I think it's a 10-year contract with Virgin Holidays. Let's see, let me just skip. Sorry, I'm just going to skip to this one slide. Here we go. Contempo has a 10-year contract with Virgin Holidays. So basically the way that it's going to work is, actually Virgin Atlantic, they came to Park Square Homes, they came to our office here in Orlando, and they sat down and they wanted to talk about building a vacation village or a community, a resort where they can put all of their bookings into one location. Right now they've got about 482 homes that they rent all over Central Florida through Contempo. But the problem is that the homes are very old and they're kind of scattered. So they really wanted something that was new, that was being built specifically for this purpose, and it was all in the same location. So they came to us, obviously, because that's what we do. We build the homes. Contempo manages the homes, and then Virgin Atlantic is they're really the ones that are backing this entire opportunity. So that's correct. So when you're speaking to your buyers, they're going to tell you they've never heard of Park Square Homes. They've never heard of Contempo, but I guarantee you they've heard of Virgin Atlantic. So this is a great way for you to instill confidence in your buyer when you talk about Virgin Atlantic. So let me just go back real quick. Okay. So 5-year lease back with option for 5 more. So basically what that means is that when the home is complete, now again, I'm going to reiterate this several times throughout this presentation. You do not have to do this. Your buyer does not have to do this. But if they do, then they will receive the free furniture package. Contempo is going to furnish the home completely. Soup to nuts, furniture, kitchenwares, linens, just like you would take your buyers to Hudson's or wherever they would do a furniture package. Same exact setup. They're also going to include flat screen TVs in all of the bedrooms and the family room. The owner can still use the home 2 weeks per year. So basically, even though the management company partnered with Virgin Holidays is guaranteeing a set amount of rent every single month for 5 years, the homeowner can still use the home. Now, obviously, it'll be during off-peak seasons because they're going to want to try to maximize their rental income during Christmas, Easter, times like that. But the homeowner can still use the home for at least 2 weeks a year. Also, another great selling feature. Let's say, for example, because remember, this is a 5-year contract that they're signing with the management company. Let's say in 3 years, appreciation has gone up 15%, the home has grown in value, and the owner wants to sell that home and cash in on their appreciation. They can do that, and whatever's left of that leaseback program will transfer to the new owner. So that's another kind of, little bit of a built-in equity. Yes. That's a great question. Your question was if they sign up for the 5-year lease back program and then say maybe in 2 years it's not working out for them and they want to exit the program. Well, unfortunately, this is going to be a situation where if they do want to break the lease, then there might be penalties associated with that, or they might have to prorate the cost of the furniture or something like that. I mean, obviously, yes, if somebody wanted out, they could get out if they wanted to, but it's not going to be as beneficial to them. In other words, there will probably be some sort of penalty associated with that. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I have copies of the management agreements, and I've read them, but I haven't memorized them yet. And the lease agreements, I have copies of all of those things. So yes, okay, no problem. Everything, yep. Before, yes. That's okay. I think I sent it out like everything that I have, all the management contracts, the lease back, everything, but you're more than welcome to call me and I'll get you whatever you need. Did you have a question? Yes. Contempo. Mm-hmm. Correct. It stays. Yes. The furniture. So the question is, at the end of the 5-year lease back, does the homeowner get to keep the furniture package? Yes. Yes. Also, for your investor clients, and this is a huge deal, especially if you're speaking to somebody that's just looking for straight investment. They're just trying to get their money out of their country and they just want to put it into something that's not the stock market. They want to put it into a piece of real estate. At the end of the 5 years, there'll be an option for five more. So they could potentially get 10 years of guaranteed income every month for 10 years. Regardless of what happens in the world, they're still getting paid every month. Also, another great feature, all of your operating costs are paid with this program, and there's a list of everything that the management company is going to pay, and I'll go over that in a second. So this is the site plan of Rosemont. There are 57 home sites inside of Providence. Let's see. This is an aerial of Rosemont inside of Providence, and I don't know if you can see. This is actually, if you're when you come into the main gate of Providence, this is the main road right here. So we're actually all the way in the back of the community, right across from the clubhouse. Does this have a oh, here we go. Oh, it doesn't because of the flat screen. Okay. If you see in the top left corner, that's the clubhouse and the golf course clubhouse there with the pools and everything. So we're literally just down the street from the clubhouse there. And of course, you can see, I think that's hole number 2 right across the street from the community. So as far as location goes, inside of Providence, it doesn't get any better than this. This is Victoria Woods right on the other side where the homes are built. And then Rosemont is right next to it. Yep. Park Square, actually, what happened was Contempo, back in the day, Contempo tried to build vacation homes. I don't know if you've been into Victoria Woods. When you drive in, there's these really weird looking, yeah, that was Contempo trying to be a builder 6 years ago. Yeah, they look like Pippi Longstocking homes, if you know what that means. It's an American thing. Um, so what happened was, and Park Square has been involved in this project for about 5 years, but then when the market kind of crashed a little bit, we backed off because we still had Watersong and Aviana, which is across the street from Providence. That's a Park Square community as well. So what happened was Lennar came in and bought out the lots that Contempo had. So they're building vacation homes next door as well, but they're building their huge 7, 8 bedroom homes over there, and there's no Contempo is not doing the same program with Lennar. It's exclusive for Park Square. So that's another great selling point. Let me go back to the site plan here. So there's 57 home sites. Now, one thing that is really cool about Providence, and if you have been to Solterra or even Watersong or any of our other resort communities, I know you're going to be excited about this. There's only a few home sites that have premiums. The rest are zero premium lots. So for example, you can see like lot number 44, lot number 40, the ones at the top, the ones here that are south facing, those will have premiums, but everything else is zero premium. And the standard lot size here is 60 by 120. So even larger than what we build in Solterra. So it's really nice. You're going to have even more space between the homes. I've got 20 lots in my first release. I've already sold 2, so you guys better hurry up. We're gonna sell. The ones with the dots, those are the first 20 that I have released. Of course, the green means no premium. The blue means it has a small premium on it. For example, lot number 51 and 52, which is here, those have the most expensive premiums, which are 12,500. So minimal. Yeah. And you've got, like, for example, 52, even though it's not technically available yet, it is south facing, south-ish facing, and you've got the pond there. 51 is even more south facing. So, for your buyers, I know not all Brazilians are into the south facing, but there are some people that are just obsessed with this. They have to have south facing. So we do have that available in actually 40 I believe is only 10,000. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yes. So, there you go. There you go. Sounds good to me. Well, yes, you do have to buy the house. Um, Now, I'm sure you've noticed on the site plan that the lots are different colors. Originally, when Virgin Holidays sat down with Park Square, because remember, they're dealing with Contempo, yes, on the management side, but really they're dealing with us as well because we're building the homes. And there were a lot of things that they specifically requested in the homes. So, for example, one thing that's really nice about Rosemont Woods is that, like I was saying before, there's no real upgrades or options. It's very turnkey, seamless, streamlined transaction. There's not, well, you come into the model and that's an upgrade, that's an upgrade. We're not doing that this time. But Virgin Holidays requested certain things that we include to make it more rentable on the short-term rental market. One of the things that they originally planned for this was to have the lots predetermined. So, for example, all the lots that are pink are the Romini, which is the 5 bedroom, the larger. The greenish or blue color is the 4 bedroom, 4 bath, and then the everything else, the yellow, is the smaller home. But we realize that most people are going to want a 5 bedroom. And if you have somebody, if you're speaking to somebody and they just have to have that 5 bedroom and it has to be on, say, lot 18, which is technically a Brindisi, we will make exceptions for that. We'll change. So, like, for example, I just wrote a contract yesterday where they wanted the 5 bedroom on lot 50 and we did it for them. So we can. We want to sell the most expensive home. So if somebody really wants that 5 bedroom, we will put it on a lot that's technically not. No, they will. They'll go the other way. We just want to sell the homes. That's really what it comes down to. Okay, sorry. This is the community from the other side, on the golf course side. So it's really nice. It's just one giant circle. You've got in the middle there, you're going to have homes that are going to be backing on to that middle section. But if you look at the site plan, it's all green space. It's going to be all landscaped in there. So yes, the homes will be backing onto each other with zero premiums, but you're still going to have a green space separating the homes from each other. Right, right, with 60-foot wide home sites. So you're going to have even more room. Another thing that I like to point out, this road, I don't know if you can see, that kind of dead ends right there. And I actually just found this out last week. Suresh Gupta, our CEO of Park Square Homes, he happened to be in on one of our broker presentations, and he told us that Park Square has an option on that piece right here. So, depending on how this goes, if it goes very, very well, Suresh is going to take the option on that piece of land, so we could potentially have another 50 to 80 home sites. Because right now we just have the 57, and I know you guys are going to help, and we're going to sell those very, very quickly. So there's more to come after this, which is great because, the more inventory we have, then the more money we can all make, right? So I think, yeah, it's this piece right here. They're actually developing it. This picture is a little bit old. It was taken in March. As of now, the land has been developed, so the plumbing and the electric is already in. The lots are already developed and ready to go. We can start building now. As a matter of fact, our model is breaking ground this week. It's going to be on lot 34 right here, and it's on like fast track, so I'm hoping 60 days. It's going to be the fastest built model ever. 60 days we'll have a model, and then hopefully in 30 days I'll have a sales trailer, which will be right here on lot 35. Park Square just recently decided to go to sales trailers. So from now on, we're not going to do offices inside of our models. We're going to have really nice sales trailers with galleries, and it's going to be really nice. Until then, I'm in the welcome center, and before I leave, I'll make sure that you guys have all that information. But yeah, so all the infrastructure is in. We're ready to go. We're ready to start construction. There's another from the other side. So yeah, all of this over here, Suresh said that once we get to about 30, 35 sales, he's going to take the option on that piece as well, and it's going to connect. So that's awesome. This is the big master plan for Providence as a whole. As you can see, it's huge. It's a huge community, but 95% of it is residential. Rosemont Woods and Victoria Woods will be the only communities zoned for short-term rental in here. So from a resale standpoint, did you have a question? Yes. Mm-hmm. Great. Yes, great question. Question is how much of Providence is complete? Right. The top portion of the map, I don't know if you can see, there's a little indication that says phase one and phase two there on the right, kind of in the middle. That whole top section is phase one. And everything in phase one has been developed and is under construction. Right now you've got five builders inside of Providence. You've Lennar, D.R. Horton is there, American Richmond Homes. There's another builder called Emerald Homes. These are all residential builders. Oh, ABD, yes, ABD is the actual developer, and then they also do custom homes as well. And then all of phase two will be, basically, yeah, ABD, they're developing the land and then they sell the pieces to each individual builder. So if the same builders will be in phase two, I don't know, maybe, maybe not, but um, that big red, that big white square in the middle, that's actually all conservation. So it's going to be a huge community. Okay, 5-year lease back. I don't have the Contempo brochure here with me today, but all of you guys will get it electronically. I'll make sure everybody has this. Um, okay, perfect. So it's very straightforward. There's really no, there's no hidden anything about this. It's very, yeah, it's very obvious about how this is going to work. Essentially, when the owner signs the lease agreement with Contempo, remember Contempo is just the agent for Virgin Holidays, okay? When the homeowner signs with Contempo, they're going to receive, depending on the size of the home that they purchase. In other words, if it's a 4-bedroom, they're going to receive $1,400 a month net profit. If it's a 5-bedroom, they're going to receive $1,600 a month. On top of that, they're going to get all of those maintenance and operating costs paid. Yes. Just collect the money. Correct. The one thing that they do have to pay, well, there's 3 things that they do have to pay. Obviously, the HOA, the taxes, which are also low, about 1.25%. By the way, there's no CDD in Providence and there's no master HOA. It's literally $118 a month. Sure, a CDD it stands for Community Development District. We have one in Solterra. It's about $2,000 a year on top of your property taxes. It's typically paid with your property tax. What it is, a community development district is like a municipality that's set up specifically for that community to pay for things like, and it's usually in gated communities, to pay for things like the roads, the street lights, the sewage, things like that, that in normal circumstances, your property taxes pay for those things. But because the area, specifically, for example, in Solterra, the property taxes are low. There's not a lot of money, there's not enough tax base to cover those things for a gated community, a private community. So a lot of times developers will have to set up a CDD to help cover those things. Providence doesn't have that. There's no CDD. So it's literally $118 a month. That includes, that goes to pay for the 24-hour manned gate and all of the common landscaping areas, the roads, the common landscaping. The clubhouse, the golf course, all of that is its own entity. So the golf course is really just an amenity inside of Providence. If it was a situation where the golf club and the golf course was dependent on your HOA, like for example in Reunion, then your HOA would be like 10 times that. Oh yeah, yeah. The homeowners, yes. So the question is the clubhouse is part of the community. Yes. When you're a resident inside of Providence, you have full access to the clubhouse and all the amenities there. Right. So the homeowner's going to have to pay the HOA, the property tax, and the homeowner's insurance. Obviously, if there's a mortgage, then they would have principal and interest as well. Um, I've worked the numbers many, many times to see, different scenarios, cash scenario, financing with 30% down, 40% down, including appreciation, not including appreciation, and I do. I have it. It's very easy to figure out, what an ROI would be. Of course, because I work for Park Square, I have to be a little bit careful about talking to people about return on investment. But you guys, you can tell your buyers whatever you feel comfortable telling them. But um, with a cat, yeah, you still have to be careful. Yes, you still have to be careful. Yes, what I do is I will give people the information as far as, look, this is your gross profit, this is your net profit, these are your expenses, and they can kind of, figure out just by doing a simple division problem how much return on their investment they would be making. I always like to talk about appreciation as well to include that, because if you work out just straight cash on cash, it's about 5% a year. But then when you include the appreciation, especially in this area, is about 10%. I like to use articles to back that up. If you ever are talking about appreciation, find articles from the Orlando Sentinel that talk about appreciation. Go to Zillow. That's another great website that actually gives real statistics, real estate statistics. And that really helps instill confidence in people, especially if they're not familiar with this area. Right. And it's worry free. Yes. Worry free. Sure. hmm Um, well, we are talking about Park Square, so yes. um, yeah. No, yeah. We so the question is, do we think the prices are going to go up? The answer that yes. So the answer is always going to be, I do not have a crystal ball, right? That's what we always say to our buyers. But based on the development in the area, the growth of Providence, I mean, in 2005, and I don't know how familiar you are with this particular area. In 2005, there were probably three or four major developments planned for this area right around Providence. A Publix shopping center, a movie theater, like more retail and commercial, okay? But when the market crashed, of course, all of that got put on hold because, that's just what happens. Now all of that stuff is starting to come back onto the books. So the Publix is now going to happen, and that Publix is going to be A high school? Yes, I believe so. The Publix is actually going to be, um, y yes. Well, you've got not within, but you'll have the homeowners will have special access to the Publix. Yes, yes. So there's going to be something there. You can actually see it on this map. See the red stuff here and here? That's all commercial. So you're going to have a special commercial center here that's actually kind of on property, and then you'll have another kind of closer to the corner of 1792 and Ronald Reagan Parkway. So um, the answer to that is when you see a Publix come into any residential area, chances are they've done their homework. They're not just spending tens and tens of millions of dollars. Right. So whenever you see Publixes come in, that's a very, very good sign. Hmm. It's not the nicest drive. Yeah. Yes. Right. Yes. Yes. And that strip of road between Old Lake Wilson and 1792, Ronald Reagan Parkway, I don't know if you've noticed, next time you come out, make sure to pay attention. They have put super huge power lines all up and down Ronald Reagan Parkway. Huge. Yes. They're monster power lines. Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Through Champions Gate. It's about the same. Um, yeah. Yeah, the older communities. Well, yeah, and it's pure. It's you tell them. Yes, yes. No, you just tell them it's the true Florida experience. Right. Hmm. Right. Right. No, yeah, right. Yeah, when you're coming from I-4, whether you go left or right from I-4, traveling time it's about the same. So it really just depends personal preference. How, you know your people. You know who you have in your car. So you can make those decisions. As far as Disney goes, which that's as far as I'm concerned, that's all people care about. Um, I actually live in Windermere on the very north tip of Disney World. And I drive through Disney to get to work. I actually cut through Disney property and I time it every single day. I time it. As soon as you get off or as soon as you get onto 192 from Entry Point Road, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that way, the little shortcut to get to Animal Kingdom, it's 12 minutes to Providence. From 192 where Entry Point Road is, where Animal Kingdom is, correct. If you go down Old Lake Wilson, now this is just one way to get there. If you go down Old Lake Wilson Road, um, it's 12 minutes to Providence. Now, that's assuming that there's no accidents and that you don't hit every single stoplight, but I-4, I also timed it driving I-4 from exit 62, which is the exit to Disney World, to Providence, and it's like 14, 15 minutes. So, hmm, Solterra. Yeah. Yeah. Right. And also something I always like to point out with, being on this side of Disney World, because Providence is I would go back to the map, but it's too many slides away. Providence is on the very bottom of Disney, whereas, for example, Bella Vita or like our new community Sonoma that's coming out is on the east side of Disney. So you're farther north. With Providence, you're not just close to Disney, but you're also close to Tampa. You're an hour to Busch Gardens, um, 30, 40 minutes to Legoland. You're an hour and 10, 15 minutes to Clearwater Beach. So not only are you close to Disney and Universal and shopping and the outlets and all of that, but you're also close to everything that's on the other side. So I always like to present it in a way where, yes, we're close to Disney, yes, we're close to all these things, but we're also centrally located to all of these other things that you wouldn't have as easy access to if you were, on the other side of Disney property. And it makes sense to people. They start to understand, especially when you're talking to them about real estate and location. This is a flyer. I think most of you guys have seen this that I made, and then Umberto helped me translate it into Portuguese there. All of you guys can have this and you can use it. I actually added the Virgin Holidays logo there because I think that helps instill confidence. Oh, listen to you guys. That's hilarious. Yeah. So I have this in PDF and JPEG that I can give you guys, and you can, you know, I like to use this as like what we call a like a splash page, just to capture people's attention. You can insert it into your actual, the body of your email if you use it as a JPEG, and it's very just one hit bullet points, tells them exactly what it's about, and then they're going to inquire for more information. And I know you guys have this, but I'll make sure to send it to you again, especially yeah, okay, definitely. I can do that. It makes sense. Yeah. Right. And to be able to say to somebody that, you know, when you buy a vacation home, even in our communities in Solterra or Watersong, the home, by the time you add everything, you're talking $400,000, and then you have to pay 50,000 or 40,000 for furniture. You can't finance furniture, so that's another cash expense that your buyer has to come out of pocket with and factor that into their investment. With this, the furniture packages are retail are going to be about $30,000 because the homes are a little bit smaller here in Rosemont. The largest 5 bedrooms only about 2,300 square feet. So, but what a great thing to be able to say you don't have to come out of pocket for an additional $30,000 or more. Yes. Well, yes, go ahead. Sure. Okay, no, that's okay. That's a great question. So the question is asking about the initial investment, the down payment. The brochure that I sent you guys, the Contempo brochure, that was made by them, Contempo. They put 115,000 on their brochure because they also use it to they give it to their own their own clients as well, and they are factoring 35% down. Park Square only requires 30. If your buyer gets financing for 25 or 20 or whatever, then great. But we require 30% down. So 30% down of 330,000 is right. So that 115 number that you saw there, that was their figure. As far as I know, there are no costs to starting the management agreement with them. That's already included in the leaseback program. They again, they were factoring that $115,000 figure in their own factoring when they were speaking to people. One thing that I want to make sure to reiterate while I'm here today, and something that you should also make a point to reiterate to your buyers, is there is a very definite separation between Park Square and Contempo. We are not partnered at all. Your buyer's dealing is with Park Square Homes. The Contempo agreement is doesn't even start until after the home is complete. Whether or not they want to do that, that's completely up to them. As a matter of fact, in our contract, we inserted a page that your buyer has to sign that says that Park Square Homes is not forcing you to do the leaseback program that you don't have to do it. It's not required. So the answer to that question is it's 30% down to buy the home. Your closing costs are going to be normal. Park Square Homes is going to give 3,000 towards closing. Because there's no upgrades or options, there's no like incentive money with Rosemont because we don't need it here. The price is the price. 329.9 is the price of the home. So we're going to give 3,000 towards options. So give or take, you're going to be looking at maybe an additional, if they're paying cash, you're going to be looking at maybe an additional $3,000 or $4,000 in closing that the buyer will have to pay. Yes, correct. Yeah, give or take. Yeah. Like for example, if it's a cash purchase, usually your closing costs are going to be about 2%, give or take. Obviously, if they're financing, it'll be more because you'll have doc stamps on the mortgage. Um, and then your prepaids, you know, the normal stuff. Um, this is a sample list of inventory for the furniture package. Just if somebody says, well, what do I get with the furniture? You can actually look at this list and say, look, they're going to give you everything. They're going to give you all of your furniture, all of your linens, all of your kitchenwares or housewares. Even they even include a vacuum cleaner, ironing board. Um, yeah, yes. Flat screen TVs, that's another big one. Um, they're including a 42-inch flat screen TV in the family room and then 32 or 24-inch in the other bedrooms. Just depends on which home. This is a 5 bedroom, so this is a sample inventory for the 5 bedroom. I have the sample inventory for the other floor plans as well, if you want to see it. Question? I th- I think that with the furniture, they'll probably have packages of like color schemes, like a traditional or contemporary. But I think for the most part, the management company will have, um, discretion on what they're going to put in the homes. Because remember, the 5-year lease back program is designed to not only benefit the homeowner, but the management company. They're making money off of this as well. So they're going to do whatever they need to do to outfit the home to make it as profitable as possible because that's how they're able to pay the $1,400 or $1,600 a month because they're renting it. Right. It's going to be like a mid-level furniture package. Yeah, sure. And you can always call me too if you ever have a question. Okay, so that's it. Um, Let me see. Let me go back real quick to if you can the go back to the slide with the list of all this one. Yep. Um, Another thing that I like to point out when you own a vacation home and you're going to rent it on your own, maybe you'll have a management company helping you. A lot of times, the and a lot of people don't realize this because, of course, the home is zoned for short-term rental, which means that they have to get licenses like a hotel, right? You have to get all your licenses and everything. Of course, Contempo is going to take care of all of that. But one thing that is really awesome about this is that they're not taking the rental tax out of the monthly income. They're paying that as well. There's a 12% tax that has to be taken out and paid to the state of Florida for renting a home. If you're renting your home on your own or you have another management company, let's say that you get $1,500 a week for a rental, 12% of that comes off the top immediately and goes to government. Yes, it does, but it's a something. Right, it's an expense. It's something else that you can say to your buyer that they're even covering the taxes, the rental tax. You don't have to worry about that as well. So that's another yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, you do not. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Yep. Yep. Sorry, what was that? Gross. Gross. You're talking gross profit? It actually, it actually, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Sure. So part of this program does allow the owner to use the home themselves, but it's going to be during low season. It's going to be during off-peak times. Actually, it says here on the bottom, oh no, it's not on this one. There, I have another sheet that says it. The homeowners can't use the home during Christmas, Easter, New Year, July, and October, a portion of October, the end of October. Yeah, August. They can use it any other time of the year except those times. Yes, you just have to give the homeowner has to give Contempo 2 months notice of when they want to use the home. If they want to use it, if they want to use it on top of that 2 weeks, they can, but they either have to pay or the management company just won't pay them that month. Yes. If they use, let's, no, not the whole month. Let's say they want to come down during November for a week, then Contempo won't pay them the 16 or $1,400 for that month because they're using it during the peak time. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, yeah. It's in the management agreement during low season. I know. I know I've read it like 10 times, but I still need to read it again. Questions. But you know what? It's okay to say I don't know. It's okay. I know. I know. Yeah. 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 Right. 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 And also explain to them that the purchase of the home is not contingent on the lease back. So the lease back doesn't actually go into effect until the home is complete. So the home is appraised without the furniture. Okay? That's another big deal. There's not going to be furniture in the home when it's being appraised, if there's a mortgage, of course. None of that even starts until after the home is complete. So they'll have a good 5, 6 months to really decide if they want to do it or not. Well, that is something that we have thought of. Of course, we are encouraging as many people as we can to do the program because that's really what's making this all work with Virgin Holidays. To be honest, I don't think that that will be the case. I think most people will want to take advantage of this. Um, this is really for the investor. This is for the hands-off buyer that doesn't want to hassle with all of the other stuff. This is also good for somebody who maybe doesn't plan on using the home a lot for at least 5 years. Like maybe they want to buy it at today price. They want to buy it at a pre-construction price, knowing that it will grow in value over the next 5 years. The home will be paid off more or less, the home is paying for itself for that first 5 years. And then after the 5 years, they now use it for themselves and they can come down for 2, 3 months at a time. Yeah, right. That's a good question. Is the rental income going to change after inflation? That's a good question. I don't know that answer. I'll have to find out. Yeah. This is this is the first venture of like this that Park Square is doing. Virgin Holidays, they've been doing this already, but they really want, like I said before, they really want new homes and they want them all in the same location, so they're not scattered all over different communities. So when I was speaking to Suresh, he said this is really kind of like a trial run, and if it works, we're going to keep doing it. Yeah, so there's a lot of potential here for a lot more inventory with this type of a program. Yeah, I heard Mr. Branson. Yeah, he's going to come down. He's going to pay personal visits to all of the homeowners. There's going to be a big framed picture of Richard Branson on every home, free. One quick thing, because I know you guys are going to get this, because I know the Brazilians, a lot of Brazilians like these hot tub. Okay, we they chose not to include the hot tubs because this is not a gas community, so it would be an electric heated hot tub, and in an effort to really control the cost, yes, of maintenance and owning, yeah. So to keep the operating costs down, the homes will not come with spas, and the pools are the smaller pools, but the deck, it's a 12 by 24. It's a standard Park Square pool. Yeah, yeah. No, the like the townhome pools. Yeah, no. The deck size is they're all going to be the same. It's a 24 foot by 40 foot deck. So for example, the standard deck size at Solterra is 21. These will be 24. So we are extending them a little bit. Of course, screened in. The pool is heated. The homeowner will get to choose some colors, not many, but there will be some color selection. So they'll get to choose their tile color. They'll get to choose their pool shape and the pool colors. They'll get to choose the exterior color, like 10. And they're really nice, actually. They're different. This is more of like an Italian style theme home. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be really nice. Yeah. These homes really are gonna stand out in this little section of Providence because right next door you have Victoria Woods, which Lennar, everything's beige. It's all shades of beige. Yeah. These are going to be, we've got a lot of like different hues of brown and like kind of yellowish orange and red themes going on. Oh, we love Craig. Craig is a good guy. Do you know he also owns a bar? um, so yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, it's very I know you're going to have a lot of questions about the lease back, but I'll try to answer any questions that you have. I still don't know every answer to every question, but I'm still getting those answers and learning as I go as well. Oh, so I am until I have a sales trailer, which hopefully will be in 45 days. I am in the Welcome Center. Providence actually has a Welcome Center right when you drive into the community. It's on the right-hand side, and it's the ABD Welcome Center. That's where their HOA and everything is. And I have a little corner with a table. I'm getting big, giant, blown up posters of the floor plans and the site plan, and it's going to be like a little gallery there. So, and in the Welcome Center, there's a huge map, like a topo map of the community itself, which is really cool. So you can bring your buyers in. We can show them the location. We can show them the map of the community. We can show them, the floor plans. I'll have samples of some of the interior features so they can see this is what the countertops and the cabinets will look like until I have the model. So you can bring people. My hours at the Welcome Center right now are varying. I've been working Monday through Friday and then taking appointments on the weekends. So my recommendation is if you have somebody, please call me first so I can make sure I'm there. Because I'm also working in Solterra Thursdays and Fridays. So I might be in Solterra, which I can just shoot over to Providence. I will make sure you all get it before I leave. Well, what's nice is that Providence is an established community, so it is on Google Map. It's on the map. Whereas Solterra, it was so new. Sometimes it didn't show up in the GPS. This one does, for sure. You can't get in. Yeah. Getting the reception. Oh, gotcha. Well, I would recommend that everyone get my cell phone number and just program it into your phone so you have it. Do you want to write it? Do you want me to write it down? That's it. It's on the back of the green brochure, but I'll just tell it to you now. It's 407. Yeah. It's 908-4037. You can just pass those. Everybody can get one. All of my information's on the back. I didn't even bring cards, and I'll tell you why. It's easier to have the brochure because you just lose the card. Yeah. There's no model. I will have a model hopefully in 60 to 90 days. Yeah. Then we'll have a big party. Yeah. It works. Right now we're at 5 months, 5 to 6 months. But here's the thing that's really nice about Providence. There are no structural changes. There are no changes, period. So there's going to be less paperwork. No, because a lot of the times, especially right now in Solterra and Reunion or wherever, the majority of the construction time is paperwork. Like 3 to 4 months of it is in permitting. Yeah, permitting and in our office, getting the contract, turning it, spinning a budget, and getting that into the field. Once the construction pack reaches the field, my construction manager, it's 97 days. So these build times I think are going to be much faster because of that. Because there's going to be it's they just pick the color of the house, they pick a few colors inside, and that's it. Yeah, that's the best part. It's 9%, but you guys, I believe, will get an extra point. So 10. Yeah. Oh, sorry. The question is. Okay. Sonoma. Yeah, Sonoma. Actually, Veranda Palms is coming first, and then Bella Vita. Yes. All of them. Yeah, it'll be all of them. Yeah, sure. Um, yeah. And if there's an error, it's super easy. We just fix it. Yeah. But yeah, the next community for Park Square is Veranda Palms. We're doing phase two of Veranda Palms, and we're building a clubhouse. That's going to be awesome for you guys. And the homes are going to be the Palm series, which is the same homes we build in Solterra. Bella Vita will come probably late summer, and that's going to be phase two. And I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe that's going to be a new product that they're going to be building the same product in Bella Vita phase two as they're doing in Sonoma, which is a brand new product. Yeah, so by the end of 2014, we are going to have 7 resort communities for you guys to choose from. Literally, there will be something for everyone. Something for everyone. Because obviously, like for example, Sonoma is going to be high. It's going to be a higher purchase price. But then you have Veranda Palms. So you can really show them the differences in each community. And they're really, Park Square's right. And it's really, Park Square is really good about doing things different to each community so we don't compete with ourselves. You know, it's a theme each community differently. So you really have an opportunity to offer something to all of your buyers. I think I want to say they're going to release it in maybe 45, 60 days. Yeah, I mean, what you guys will be the first ones to find out about it. Yeah. We'll either do another meeting like this or actually Lisa Poirier is going to be in Veranda. So, and I will be once Lisa Poirier moves to Veranda Palms, I will be able to sell Water Song because I'll be right there. So if you do have somebody who wants Water Song, then it would be me, yeah. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I do all the work for you guys. All right. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it.